Welcome back, beautiful tri-state area. You're listening to A Moment of Zen right here on 710 WOR, the voice of New York, iHeartRadio. I'm your host, Zen Sams. Welcome back. You've landed inside the Clean Collective, brought to you by Society Brands and Primal Life Organics, the revolutionary line that's saying goodbye to fluoride, chemical whiteners, and synthetic garbage. And yes, doing it all naturally. From red carpets to real estate, our next guest reveals the clean routine behind his hustle. Because when you are the brand, your smile, your skin, your energy, well, all of it speaks before you do. Today's guest is the definition of modern masculinity meets mogul energy, bachelor energy, billion-dollar smile. Blaise Ffrench is going to talk to us about the secrets to staying fresh in New York City. He's born and raised in Queens. He's an entrepreneur, an actor, a model, an athlete, an NBA agent, a real estate advisor, and a Forbes 30 Under 30 alumni with over 5.5 million followers across social media. Right. Should I repeat that one more time? I think you're getting the point. You've seen him on the big screen in Marry Me and Plan B on CBS's The Code, and walking red carpets with Gucci, Saks Fifth Avenue, and Body Armor Super Drink. He's launched brands, closed deals, and played in celebrity games for the Knicks and Mets. And now he's here to talk about something so much more intimate, the lifestyle behind the hustle. Welcome to the show, superstar.
Thank you for having me. I'm super excited about our conversation today.
All right. Well, I'm going to go into education because I know you love to educate your guests and all your listeners and everyone that follows you. You do provide that. Fluoride fatigue. It's an actual thing. For decades, we were just talking about it backstage. Fluoride has been marketed as the gold standard in dental care, but recent science has started to turn that on its head. We now know that excessive fluoride exposure may be linked to thyroid dysfunction, neurotoxicity, and even weakened enamel over time. In the clean beauty world, it's clearly become public enemy number one. So, Blaise, you've worked with performance-driven brands like Body Armor and Aloe. Do you think high-achieving guys today are starting to take a harder look at what they're actually putting in their mouths, on their skin, and into their routines?
Absolutely, 1,000,000,000%. And I will take it a step further and say not even just high achieving anymore. I think the everyday man is starting to look at, his skincare routine, his dental routine, because, that first impression is everything. And you want to look your best and feel your best. And it's not only what you put on your body, inside your body, but on top of it as well. So I have a rigorous routine that I do, and definitely starts with dental. So yeah, high achieving men especially are paying a lot of money to maintain their look. But regular people are doing it as well. So I'm super excited where our culture and society is heading, because it is health wise as well. You have to take care of your skin. You have to take care of your mouth. So yeah, we're definitely
headed in the right direction. And it's all about, you just said it, intentional living. Now, a brighter smile has become a status symbol, but most people don't realize that whitening strips and bleach-based kits often come at a high cost. Damaged enamel, gum sensitivity, and long-term tooth weakness. That billion-dollar dazzle, it can backfire. So your smile has been front and center in ad campaigns, movies, and press events. Do you ever feel like the pressure to look polished, especially in entertainment, pushes people into harsh or even harmful routines?
Do I feel like the pressure? Well, honestly, my routine has started as a kid. My mom would obsess over my smile and my skin and how I take care of it. So when I got there to, on set and behind the camera, I was already into my routine already. So I feel like the world is kind of catching up to it, which is great. But big shout out to my mom for foreseeing that I would need to take care of my smile and, make sure I brush my teeth twice a day. And flossing is something that I'm obsessed with doing because I didn't used to floss as much as I do now, but I see the effects immediately of a good floss routine and getting facials, often. And it has helped out a lot,
Yeah.
campaigns. Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna go back to my question. The whitening strips, right? Like a lot of us use them just because we want that whiter, brighter smile, but that is harmful. So that's one modality of where society, for that white smile, is paying a harsh price, because even that white smile that you're getting through these harsh whitening strips is costing something, right? So the question is, how do we educate ourselves to get to a place where we could have that clean, bright smile without all the additives? And that's where sustainability comes in. That's where we start to look at being informed consumers and doing the homework and aligning ourselves with brands that not only talk the talk, but walk the walk.
Absolutely. And I think over time it has changed too, because what my mom was telling me to do when I was a kid, that routine is totally changed. Like, we were just saying that fluoride used to be looked at something that was good, and now fluoride is bad for you. So you have to continuously educate yourself because, what you put in your body and on top of your body is changing. So,
Yeah,
um,
I'm
yeah,
glad you said that, because now people are going to research, is fluoride really bad for you? But the answer is absolutely yes. Now I'm going
yeah,
to pivot a little bit to the clean grooming as self-respect, because that's, for me, that's what it is. If you have self-respect, you're groomed and you're clean, more importantly. From NFL locker rooms to boardrooms at Four Seasons, Blaise, you are everywhere. Men are rethinking what self-care looks like. So clean deodorant, LED whitening, and natural grooming aren't just nice to have. They're about confidence, first impressions, and that long-term wellness that we're talking about. So between your film work, your athlete clients, and your modeling campaigns, how do you define clean living today? And has your approach evolved over the years? I know you just started saying about fluoride. So what are you doing differently now?
I go see my dentist, like cleanings. I used to get a cleaning, I guess maybe once a year was something that was standard. And now I'm getting cleanings maybe 4 times a year, if not more. I honestly wish I could get a cleaning like every day. Just the effects I feel, afterwards. And when it comes to like facials, I'm getting facials at least, once every 2 weeks.
Wow. Most
Yeah.
men don't even get a facial once a month.
Yeah, we gotta change, especially men, because I think like taking care of yourself has always been a woman dominated space, and it was intimidating for men to want to take care of themselves because we're supposed to be so macho. However, we do want to attract beautiful women, and what they like is clean and professional and sharp. So you have to kind of keep up that rigorous. It's not even rigorous, but just you got to keep up that routine,
Consistency, yeah.
that
And let me
consistency. And
ask you, do you actually read the labels and look at the ingredients and consider the ingredients before you just plunge into a purchase?
definitely, definitely. With everything, I'm reading the labels. I can almost look at something, the face of, the product, and tell if it's natural or not, because there are signals that'll let you know if a product is natural. But you definitely do have to read the ingredients. But with social media, words spreads fast, and the products you need to use, you'll know about for sure.
Yeah, it's a refreshing take, because clean living doesn't mean perfect. It means conscious, what you're talking about. It means asking yourself, what am I feeding my body, my mind, and my image? And clearly, you've built a lifestyle that mirrors your message, right? That's why
Yeah.
you're so successful. So let's talk about your bachelor survival kit. Let's play this out. You've got a power meeting at noon, a Knicks courtside appearance at 5, and a date at 9. Okay, what are three non-negotiables in your bachelor bag to stay fresh, fly, and unfazed all day long?
I definitely would say my floss and my toothbrush, my Philips Sonicare, diamond toothbrush is a must. Um, I would say chapstick, making sure my lips are not chapped, is one. I mean, is two, and th- and then three, probably just having like a brush to make sure my hair is like brushed together and looking good. So those three are kind of a must, but the most important is my floss and my toothbrush, because your breath is super important. So
No.
yeah, your teeth and everything is one thing, but your breath is immediately, you can change that immediately. So that's something I'm super conscious about.
And, it's interesting because the Clean Collective segment is brought to you by Society Brands and Primal Life Organics, and they happen to have the most incredible line of products that are all organic, teeth whitening strips that will not hurt your enamel, that are sustainable, and they even have that cinnamon hint of extra sensation for that power breath that we're talking about. But they have great products, and I love that we're not even talking about their products, but the fact that you're talking about how important oral care is to you is such a great message to send. Number one, the generation that you got to take care of your teeth, right? This is not just, we'll go to the dentist once or twice a year. This is, you got to put your best foot forward. So I'm glad that you mentioned that in your arsenal of tools. Now, it's a New York answer. It's efficient, it's elevated, and always ready for the after party. I mean, you make clean confidence look effortless, and I know plenty of listeners are taking notes. Now, my last question to you. As a bachelor, I'm sure you've had lots and lots of dates. Have you ever been in a situation where you felt immediately that this was not going to work? And what was that cringe moment?
I guess maybe the way someone eats. I think I went on a date and they ate really like barbaric, I guess I would say. Like, I don't want you to.
That's definitely a red flag.
Yeah, totally. Like, you don't have to like eat like a princess and like not eat, but I guess how you're ordering and like, taking shots in between. It was crazy. Like, we were eating our dinner and she's taking shots, and just like, I was so embarrassed because I took her to like one of my favorite spots, and they were looking at me like, "This is who you bringing here?" She's
no.
like, not qualified to be here.
Not
So
qualified. Well, thank you for keeping it real and clean and conscious, whether it's business, branding, or brushing up. We've got a lot to learn from the way you show up in the world, my friend.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. This is amazing. And I love the conversation. So I hope, everyone listens and works on that routine for sure.
For more on Blaise, follow him on the gram at Blaise Ffrench. That's 2 F's. Blaise, BLAISEFFRENCH across all platforms. And if today's conversation got you thinking twice about your grooming game, you can visit PrimalLifeOrganics.com and explore the full clean collection. No fluoride, no parabens, no compromise. Until next time, stay intentional, stay inspired, and most of all, stay fresh. You're listening to A Moment of Zen right here on 710 WOR, the voice of New York, iHeartRadio. That was the Clean Collective segment brought to you by Society Brands. We'll be right back after this.
A Moment of Zen is brought to you by Primal Life Organics. Still brushing with chemical paste and fluoride-era formulas? Upgrade to Primal Life's tooth powder, powered by enamel-building nano-hydroxyapatite and real organic cinnamon oil to naturally whiten, strengthen, and restore your mouth's mineral balance. No foam, no dyes, just science-backed minerals that really work. Cleaner, whiter, stronger. That's the Primal Life promise. Visit PrimalLifeOrganics.com/Zen for 15% off. Detox your smile today.